It's going to be so much.
Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and welcome to Kelly Healer. How are you, Kelly?
I am well. Thank you, Jean. Thank you for having me. I was telling you backstage, I just get so excited to do these shows because it's just, the information and the knowledge that a person learns while grabbing their stones and doing research on them. I am so happy and grateful to be here. Thank you.
I feel my vibration has risen in the last hour or two that I've been preparing and sharing with you. I could feel my, frequency and vibration rising, and you just get like this giddy feeling, especially because we gathered all of our crystals around us.
Our support system.
Absolutely. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. She's a new member. Thank you very much for becoming a member. It is Christian. Nice to see you. El Regalo. Nice to see you. And Kelly McCall. Nice to see you. And Kelly Healer is also simulcasting from her YouTube channel, which is simply Kelly Healer. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All one word, Kelly Healer. And Kelly, you are an intuitive, psychic, medium, teacher, healer. And have I missed anything? Did you do Akashic Records?
I don't do Akashic Records. At some point, I would like to. Do you do them, Jean?
I do. I do it. It's more integrated into my regular offerings. So I don't delineate. Some people delineate, and it just is all part of my package.
I love that. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah. One time, it's just crazy story. I did a past life, what do I call it? Halls of Knowledge reading for somebody on YouTube. I don't know if anybody knows Scott Colby, and he's Spiritual Essence Scott. He used to be on a lot more, and he did it with me, or we did his past lives, and I call it the Halls of Knowledge. And this is just from when I was taught, 25 years ago, before all the buzzwords were going around, So that's what I do, but it doesn't disappoint. And I was absolutely blown away, and it was just so profound. I do have it in my playlist. Maybe I'll link it if anybody is just curious. It's phenomenal. I'll have to get it back out. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so if everybody, when you come in, please do make sure you go over. And I see there's so many people here on your channel anyway, that if you're not already subscribed to Kelly, to go on over and subscribe to Kelly Healer. And her link is in my show notes below as well. But I see a lot of your peeps coming in. Yep. Let me just see.
And the same for the people that are coming in on my channel. If you're not already, which I'm guessing they are, but I have a link to your show on my channel too, and I have all of your everything that you do and your offerings and everything on my channel too.
Thank you. That's so sweet. I see Kat is here, and Denise McMillan. Hi, Denise. Nice to see you. Brenda G. So nice to see you, and Brenda T. Wow. And Dolores. Oh, and Rush. Hi, Rush. Nice to see you. I had the pleasure of meeting Rush recently. I did a spiritual retreat at Linda Kennedy's house in Frederick, Maryland. And it was on Sunday, and Akila B. and myself got in the car and drove up. And it's about maybe 50 minutes away, just shy of an hour. And we drove up, and Linda Kennedy graciously opened up her home for a little spiritual powwow. And I brought my dowsing rods. They're still in my bag over there because I needed practice with it. Are you good with your dowsing rods yet? Yep.
You know what? That would be something that we could do a show on too. just to, because I have them right here, but I do need to work with them more. And I do think people are interested in them, as far as messages. So I mean, we could incorporate that too.
It's and look, Linda is here too. Hi, Linda. This is Linda Kennedy.
Yes.
And this is Rush, and she's saying it was so awesome. Yeah, we had lots of fun. It was wonderful. So we were doing a little bit of spiritual powwow, and then we, broke and had some lunch, and then Linda Kennedy had amazing crystals there. And I got to touch and hold and put crystals, and it was like this beautiful purple one. I don't know what it was, but it was really cool. And it had purple and then hot pink, like this color, hot pink in the purple. It was a beautiful stone. I mean, there's thousands of different. It was really cool.
How fun and how healing too, to get everybody together. This community is so beautiful. I'm so grateful for everybody, and hopefully at some point we can just all meet each other.
Yep, we did the card swap. We showed each other our favorite decks, and I was able to tour Linda's studio where she does all of her shows. Mine is right in my living room, so it was just so much fun. And it was really special to connect. Really important to connect. Yeah. So that we know who our neighbors are and our team. And I think of that sometimes when I do trade shows, here in the area, like the psychic fairs, that there's so many of us and we're all right in this neighborhood, So there's hope. It really does help. Mm-hmm.
There is hope, and that is a beautiful word, right? We need to incorporate that more into our vocabulary. There's hope.
So we have a beautiful show put together for everybody here, and we're going to be doing a little bit of educating or sharing, and then we'll show and tell our stories as well. And we just did some adding at the last minute. So we'll see how far that we get. And so Kelly, are you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Okay. So first of all, you guys, I have a little, a picture here that has some information that I thought would be really interesting, because sometimes it's hard to remember the name, remember what it's for, and show it to you all at the same time. So I came across this really wonderful information, and I wanted to point it out. So this particular stone is moonstone, but I never see moonstone with so much black in it. But I will show you my moonstone that I do have. And these stones that we're going to be talking about help anxiety, and they're very calming. And I thought it would be appropriate at this time. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger, you guys. Sorry. It's appropriate at this time that we just learn about these things. And sometimes, Kelly, even if we get a picture and we have the picture of the actual stone on our phone, we can connect to the energy of the actual healing. Like, it doesn't mean you have to go out and buy like 20 or 50 stones, just as long as you know which one is which. It's nice to have the stone with us here. And I will show you in person how small and tiny the stones sometimes can be. So this is moonstone, and it adds patience, eases stress, enhances intuition, and balancing. And man, that's all I wanted. I wanted enhance my intuition, enhance my connection to spirit. I was very much, that was my main goal in finding these stones. So this one is amethyst. And amethyst sometimes comes in a little bit of a different form. And this is balancing, protection, alleviates anxiety, fatigue, and stress. And that's a beautiful one there. And this one is called lepidolite, And I have this one, and I forgot what it was. I'm like, I just pick up purple stones. I forgot it was lepidolite. And it increases inner peace, you guys. Oh my gosh, right? And then the next one here is smoky quartz. Deflects negative energy away and provides a cloak of invisibility to protect you from negativity. And this is really important that we understand that this smoky quartz is like a workhorse, and it's very commonplace. It's like a regular crystal, but it's the smoky quartz. And the way it deflects negative energy and provides a cloak of invisibility to protect you from negativity. This is so useful, very useful. And then the favorite, rose quartz, and I often see it in the raw form here, and it promotes self-love and healing, calmness, and harmony. The next one is bloodstone. Sounds scary, but it's really not. Empathy, comforting, nurturing, inner strength, and motivation, which, I think is really important too.
I love that.
This is one of my favorites, and I didn't realize it when I found it. This is howlite, this one here, and it's calming, awareness, and spirituality and sleep. I mean, just gorgeous. And then this one is sodalite, and it releases anger and frustration. Oof. We know we can drop one of these in people's pockets without them knowing it.
Right.
It's soothing energy. But I just thought this was a really interesting way of sort of introducing some of the beautiful energy of the stones. So let's go. Uh-huh.
You know what? If anybody wants to, they could take a picture of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can go back and get a screenshot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'll bring it up again. But I just wanted to remind everybody, this is my howlite, and it looks a little bit different. It's not as dark. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it comes in all different forms. I like to get the necklaces. And let me see, I have a bloodstone. And look at my bloodstone is itty bitty teeny tiny. Look at this little itty bitty teeny tiny bloodstone.
I love that. I'm sure I have one here somewhere.
It's little teeny. Yep. And you know what, Kelly, maybe I'll ask you. Do you think this is howlite, but it's like really black on one side? Or it might be like jasper. I don't know if it might be jasper or howlite, but isn't that interesting?
I think it's jasper.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my howlite, and it's more. It seems like it's more gray.
Oh, I love the. I can feel the spirit in there. That's like buffalo calf woman, and white buffalo calf woman is what I feel when I see that stone. That's cool. Let me see. Smoky quartz. I have a beautiful specimen of smoky quartz. And this one is my smoky quartz, and it's a double terminated, which means it's pointed on both sides. And I have this fancy little stand that it sits on.
Oh, I love that.
So that the points don't get ruined. And it's actually the clarity in it. It's like almost, look, you can see right through it.
Yeah.
The clarity is, it doesn't have very many inclusions, but the inclusions are these little, marks inside, but the marks inside also mean something. And we're going to be going over that with you again later, but the clarity is so beautiful. And that's why it comes with the stand, because, usually they have a lot of inclusions, which doesn't matter, but I really liked this beautiful, pristine specimen. Go ahead.
Oh, this this is just, I just have a small piece here. I do have a double pointed smoky quartz up on my altar. That is beautiful. I can grab that for the next time, but I just have this one that I keep right next to me here, the smoky quartz.
So Chris is telling us that snowflake obsidian was that little bitty one. This one, snowflake obsidian. Is that what you're saying this might be?
Oh.
Maybe. Yeah, because look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure what this one was. But thank you guys. And I appreciate the assist, you guys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So let me show you my moonstone. This is my moon.
Purchased your stand. The stand.
Pardon? It came when I bought it at the show when you're walking around. You know, if you buy you just buy them where you buy the actual. I guess you could get them, but they might come in a dozen or something, you know, those stands. But when I bought the actual piece, they sold me the stand for like $1 or $2 more. But this is my moonstone. Am I correct in that? Is that moonstone? That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it is just phenomenal. I love the setting, and I don't have it on a cord or a chain yet. And then let's go back to the bloodstone. Here's my bloodstone. Look at that. Ooh.
Oh, I love that.
And this is a pendant that is really healthy to wear. It just has like a little circle on the top. But this is a pendant of a bloodstone. Empathy, comforting, nurturing, inner strength, and motivation. And, you know, you could just put these in your pocket or put it on a keychain or something. You don't actually have to. I don't think you have to go on your wrist, but something like that around your neck. And I don't know if I have a lepidolite. Now, Kelly, you can help me. And everybody here, you guys can help me too. Now, this one I just picked up because it was like a purplish green. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think this is lepidolite. But this is like it's something with something else. But it was a big giant heart, and I just liked it.
That is beautiful.
But I don't know what it is.
This is because I like it when you buy it. It says it on there.
Oh.
It has the price. I got it for $2.25.
And that's lepidolite?
Yep.
Wow. Wow. Increases inner peace, you guys. Increases inner peace. And don't we all want that?
We do.
So I'm trying to look and see if I have something else from that first. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Where's my stand? I did have it. This looks like it's got knocks on it. This is a solid copper sphere, and I don't want to drop it because it's like very, very heavy for its size, but it's copper, and it's so soothing for your joints, and it's just very healing for a lot of different things. But this is copper, and it's very supportive. I mean, obviously, you know that copper is a conductor. You all remember when I showed you this pyramid, and it has the coiled copper there and the coiled copper there. And copper is helps to generate and facilitate, helps to amplify. So I have this sitting back with all my stones. But I think that's the only piece of copper, a single piece of copper that I have. Mm-hmm. So how about you, Kelly?
I had this. When I was going around looking at which ones should we talk about, I found this one hanging from a lamp. And this is called chiasolite, and it's kind of got a cross.
Yes, I see it.
And it's a powerful protective stone. In ancient times, it was used to ward off curses and it transmutes negative into positive, and it helps with problem solving and aiding with change. So if a person doesn't like change, it's supposed to help with change in your life. It's supposed to help with fever, stress, mental clarity. It peace, aids in communication, and helps connect with higher spirituality, and enhances creativity. And the Native Americans would use this during their ceremonies. This will help with blood pressure and blood circulation. But I think I got it at years ago at like a thrift shop is where I got it. And I had it, on the knob that you turn the lamp on. I had it hanging, and I'm like, oh gosh, that's a cool one. And it's kind of an ornate one that we don't see that often.
Yeah, very unique, very unique. That's amazing. Wow. I did forget one other one that was on that first photo that I showed everybody was the rose quartz. Now I do have a raw rose quartz, but it's like this big, and so. But this one, and it almost looks white in the, but it's not. It's pink. It's very pink to my eyes. Like it's not that light. It's just not coming through. Maybe if I put it like here, you can see that it is pink.
But they do kind of come across as being more white.
Mm-hmm. But this one is for self-love, healing, calmness. And I always try and find something that I can easily hold in my hand, comfortably hold in my hand. And this is the way I hold when I do my readings, usually in my palm. And sometimes, you can just tuck them in here, or tuck them in a pocket, or put them in your sock or in your shoe, or, and they should probably, or maybe I'm getting an idea of having those passport belts that you wear under your clothes. Mm-hmm. Just take the passport out, put your crystals in there, and walk around.
I love that. That's a great idea.
And have it like organic so that it touches your skin on the inside.
Yes.
Or just get some tape and tape it on there.
Right. That too. And when you can do it whenever you're, if you're going out and whatnot, but talk about great for traveling too. And I have them in my car. I have them in my console. I have them in my cup holders, and
that's important. That's really important. I don't have one in my car, and I don't even have a pendulum in my car. I need to amp up my car's mojo for sure. Now we do have more crystals, but we wanted to move on to the next graphic and then talk to you about some crystals. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about before we move to the next one?
I did. The last time that we got together, remember you asked me about this ring?
Oh yeah.
You said, "Oh, Kelly, I really, I like that ring," and I said, "Well, I know it's smoky quartz and I know it's citrine, but I said I don't know what the other thing is." I looked it up, and it's called starlight. So it's kind of that too. It's kind of a cross, and it's known as a fairy cross, and it's believed to have formed in the tears of fairies, that fairies shed tears when they heard the news of Christ's death. And so it's supposed to be for good luck, emotional healing, reducing stress, grounding, and to repel negativity and protection, help with depression, and help with anybody with addictions too.
Wow.
And so it pushed me to look it up, because when I bought it, it's like I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
And then you asked me the last time we did the show, you're like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. And so I did. I looked it up just because you had mentioned it last time.
And that gets into the helper stones, right?
Yeah.
I love that. The cluster, the three together makes it so much better makes each one work better in conjunction with the other. And I love those helper stones. I was telling Kelly that I had a pendant that had like 2 little helper stones and then the large stone. And I mean, obviously you guys know, I could feel, and I wore that thing to, I just wore it every single day, all the time. And then somebody did tell me, one of my friends, she's like, "Oh, I like your pendant." I said, "Oh, thanks." I said, "It's healing for me, And she says, "Well, it's tired." And I'm like, "What?" And well, you're supposed to give them a break so that they can regenerate. I feel like it's saying it's tired because it was a little raggedy looking and maybe dirty and stuff. Like, you got to take them down and polish them up and maybe change the cord or something. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I wear it all the time, every day, because it really just supported me in every way. But yeah. Oh, yeah. And here's Val. Hi, Val. She says, helper stones increase the energies. Oh. And then she says, "You're holding up the ring too high, Kelly. Would you please lower it a bit?"
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And if you put it in front of your face, it might, because it always looks for your face, and then come in a little closer. Oh, I don't know if that made it better. Maybe just wait until that is cool though. Very, very cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like an X.
And it's in the stone.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is the stone itself.
It has 2 colors, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
and
it's a little bit of gray there, and then it's brown.
Okay. And does the gray have any flash in it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's pretty dull. And it almost feels like it feels raw.
Okay.
It was a handmade ring. You can see that it was handmade.
Mm-hmm. So Val knows she goes, "I love those fairy stones." She knows about them. I hadn't heard that before. And Annie Bear says, "Holy shamoly, Kelly." And Denise says, "I have a problem with crystals and books." I wouldn't say it's a problem. I think that you're just a magnet.
Yep.
And Michelle says, "Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you. It's good to keep smaller pieces of selenite and or black tourmaline in your car."
Yes.
Wow. Now, talk about selenite. I do have this, what I call it, a tray or something that, you set your different stones on. You can just line them up, and it helps to keep them clear and fresh, and, especially when you have a bunch of stones all together. But this is, I do have selenite in a piece, like a little heart, but I don't have it with me. But this is a plate, I think they call it, a charging plate, or you could put specific stones lined up that you want to, like, maybe generate some energy around. And so, like, maybe make your own little helper stone plate. Like, you can put some on, different ones on there. Yeah, I do have a couple more, but let's go ahead and continue. Let me just see what, and Annie Bear has hematite in the car.
Oh,
and Hinda says, "I got red jasper and a small, beautiful opal stone, both polished." Are they 2 different ones, or are they combined? And talk about jasper. This is one of my favorite jaspers. I'm just going to look at this. It's a heart. I don't know if I think it's red jasper, even though it looks orange, but jasper is just absolutely beautiful with some of the markings on it that it comes out. But it's just one of my favorite things. So cute.
I have this piece. It's Moonakite.
Oh, yes.
And it's just a polished. And the only reason I know it is because I left the tag on it, so I don't forget.
It's important to do that, especially, like, I just pick up anything purple and I'm like, which one? Or no, the black ones. I was saying, I don't know which one is which. It could be this, it could be that, but I have it here, this one. It's either black onyx or black tourmaline. I don't know. But
Onyx, I think.
You can tell by the way they have different structures and different hardness and stuff. But it's not a smoky quartz, but I love the tower image, and we're going to go over that. Kelly, did you want to go over your information next?
The more the crystals, or
the page that you have that you were going to teach?
Yeah. Yep. So I'm just going to hold this up, and just if anybody wants to be able to take a screenshot of it.
I'm trying to get you.
There we go. But the meanings don't need to be there. So there's that. If you need to take a screenshot of it.
I'm trying.
You're doing fabulous. So okay, I'm just there. And a person can go back too. But here's the meanings of some different crystals, like tumbled crystal. Just like this one I just held up. That one's tumbled, and so it's smooth. And so they say tumbled crystals radiate gentle energy in all directions. Place in your pocket or bag for constant flow of substantial energy. And then points, and this is one with points. It can be single or double ended. Are good for concentration. It helps flow and aids meditation and manifestation. And then a wand, and I'm going to show my wand, but then Jean has got to show her wand because hers is just so cool. So wand, crystal wands are healing tools that transmit positive energy through the tip and draws out the negative energy through the bottom end of it. You can use in meditation and heal and balance chakras. And then crystal balls radiate soft energy and an even energy in all directions, and they use it to promote stability and harmony. And raw crystal, I'm sure I have a raw one. Oh, this tourmaline is raw. Emits a strong, pure energy that assists in grounding abilities, which tourmaline does. Clusters emit high energy vibrations, and you can use it in different directions, and you can use it for cleansing and charging other crystals, and just to raise ambient energy in your room. And a tower crystal emits and amplifies energy upwards and can be used to raise vibration in a space and change other nearby crystals. So it can help charge your other crystals, and great for meditation and increased focus. Pyramid, I realize I don't have any pyramids, but Jean has got some wonderful ones. And they are great for manifestation and grounding to the earth, and they transmit and direct focus energy upwards. And so,
that's wonderful. And if you could pull it a little bit closer. Okay, there. The tumbled at the top, and then the raw points, clusters, the wand, the tower, the ball, and the pyramid. Yeah, and the tower and the pyramid's a little. Now that pyramid looks like it's a double terminated pyramid on your page there, Kelly. Does it look like it has a point on the bottom and on the top?
It did, but I don't know if that's just the design they put on there, because when I think of pyramid, I think of the pyramids like you have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what
let's go back to this. And this is, it's not really, I think I have a black tourmaline pyramid in my room somewhere. But this one, I think my husband got this for me, like at the, some museum that he went to. And he said, "Oh, my wife likes rocks." And you don't know what to bring the wife home. He brings me home a rock.
You know what? And isn't that the best gifts?
He's like, it's just a rock. I'm like, no, you don't know.
You have no idea how excited my son and daughter-in-law, they go out hiking all the time, and the other night they came and they were knocking on the bedroom door, and I'm like, come in, and they come in, and they brought this
heart-shaped,
because I collect heart rocks, and so I told them, I said, I don't need you bring me rocks, and I'm set. I am.
Did you talk to it yet? It has something to tell you, Kelly.
Does it?
Yes.
Well,
I love talking to nature when you bring it in. Go ahead.
I do too, and so I kept it by my bed, but I should program it and talk to it. And being Annie is here, I have to give her a shout out. Annie Bear sent me this crystal, and wow. It is so beautiful. It's got and there too, it's hard to pick up, but it's got pink and it's got rainbows in it and green, and it's really calming, soothing and healing. And so, and she didn't know the name of it, but I keep this by me all the time too.
It fits in the palm of your hand. It's nice and soft. Yeah. So, and just to remind everybody, this is a double terminated, and this is really good for healing because you pull in and you dump out, and you or connecting, or cord cutting, or you can do a lot of different healing things with that. And the sphere, I have this one. I have I think this is citrine sphere. I don't buy these anymore because they fall off all the time. You can't dust around these; they just fall off all the time. And I used to be a raw snob. I used to say that's polished, that's not natural, only raw. And then I kind of understood that there's a reason for everything. So, I didn't have to have the raw specimen. Like, what's this one called again? I forget. Pyrite? Is it called pyrite? This one's so beautiful. This is pyrite.
Oh, and I love that.
Mm-hmm. It's very golden. It's a little more golden. Some of them are a little darker, but this is kind of really golden. And anything that's shiny and
I know
it's neat.
It's sparkly. It's yep.
Now, Kelly, do you know what this one is called? This is from my shamanic energy healing, and they used it to administer the
carnelian, I think.
Yeah, but what is the shape called? I mean, it looks like a donut, but I'm sure it's not. But it's used to like a portal or the attunements. They put it on my head and blew the attunements in when they were That's where this came from. But there was blue, black, green, red. No, this is definitely like jasper of some sort. But I don't know does anybody here know what this shape is? Because we were going over shapes. I don't know, but it could.
I would just say cylinder, no, because cylinder could be oblong.
It's just donut or disc shaped, but I don't have that up. Let me just see. Donut shaped crystal.
I love it. That is super, super cool.
It has a name to it. It's a pie stone. It's a pie stone, believe it or not. I'm gonna have to share this with you guys. 1 second. And I'll have to open up my.
Oh, look at that.
And they're called pie stone or donut stone. Refers to circular stone with a hole in the center, historically significant in ancient cultures, used in spiritual practices. And it's a pie stone. And I never knew why it was called a pie stone, but it's PI. And this was spiritual when they did the attunement, and they blow. You know how they go, and they chant and they chant and they bring up all this energy and they bring in all the spirits, and then they come to your head and they go, like, and that's what this was.
That's amazing.
And then they give
know that, Jean. So thank you for sharing that.
And they give it to you, because it's yours. It's your connection. It's your portal. It's your attunement. Pi is mathematical term, right, Hinda? Yeah, a pi disc. Look, Val, you must send you the link because you need to be on here. She knows. She knew what all of them were. I know. It's called Fool's Gold. She's talking about my pyrite. Powerful in abundance. Val, you and I have to do this. Now, whenever Val comes on, we always talk about astrology, but I don't know. You think we could? A portal. Now, see, that illumination portal obviously knows what a portal. A lot of people wear them on a cord, and, I guess they flip around, but it's just, I would choose not to wear it. I just like it the way it is. Yeah, and I'm glad I looked it up because I knew it was called something, but I thought you knew. I mean, it's like everybody knows. I'm like, I don't remember what it's called.
In fact, I don't even know if I remember if I've seen them. I haven't honed in on them. So I mean, I learned something. I love that.
Yeah, and it's another one of those shapes. And when we say, a pyramid, or we say a sphere, or we say, I don't know. I guess this isn't tumbled. This must just be polished. It's not natural, but they didn't take too much off of it. Like, it's an odd shape, and they didn't. It's not. What do you do to diamonds? It's not like they didn't facet. They didn't make facets. I mean, this is faceted, but I think this is just natural. Like, they kind of just took off a little bit of, whatever to make it faceted. But it's not really faceted in any particular shape. You know what I mean? So they tried to keep this. It's not a tumble. And I think that rose quartz is a little softer, that it's hard. That's why you find it natural a lot, or polished. So they couldn't tumble it. But yeah. And what was the other one that you had? I don't know if I have this one. Is this called Druzy Everywhere? Now, this one is celestite. And this one has like that druzy. Is that what you call that, everywhere? Or is it just crystal?
I think because there's an opening, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's
and it has like the natural points inside here. I don't know if it's easy to see, but
I would like to know the meaning. That's something we should look up for the meaning too, because I have my son and daughter-in-law just bought me what do you call it, I don't know how to pronounce it, where you crack them, you take a pick and you crack them.
Oh, okay, yeah. What do they call you guys? I don't know.
And it's kind of the same thing, but I would like to know the meaning. I need to look that up.
Now, this celestite is usually a little bluer. It looks very white on here, but inside of there is all the natural little crystals. Maybe you can see it like that. On the outside, it's polished, but on the inside, and it's like a dreaming stone, and it's very good for connection to spirit. And it's when you sleep, this is really good, and it connects you to the celestial realms. Geodes. Look, Val, you're on it, girl. You're on it. Val says geodes. That's what they are. When you're up here, you guys, your memory goes away. It really does.
Yeah.
We just, all these terms are flying around. And there was one other one. What did I do with it? Oh, it's behind here. And I wanted to show you, there's another little graphic that I wanted to pull up. But this one is a cluster, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And this one just reminded me of like the Emerald City, or like Superman.
Yeah.
And I wonder if these have any record keepers in it. I want to show you another. Oh, look at those! See that? I think they're called Lemurian with those striations with this.
Mhm.
But this
one, Jean.
This one has a little bit of that auric, like it's treated with a solution that makes it the aura. Like it has, you see the pink or the pearlescent. I'd rather have it natural, but you can see. I'm glad that the light is really reflecting off of it.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah. And and see how this is natural and untouched, and it's just like a piece of it, but they didn't. Like all of these tips are really important that they form naturally. Like these aren't carved or shapen or polished. This is all natural, these tips and the cluster. It's hard to see because it is white, but and you can see like this is a piece of the stone. Now they softened it so that you don't cut yourself. The aura coating is silver or gold. Yeah. Oh, look. Oh. And you know what, you guys? It doesn't matter. That has just as much energy as something like this, as just as much energy as a huge one on your floor, It really does. How beautiful is that? That's so cute, that little bitty one.
Oh, yours is really, really, and the energy coming off of it is, that's one I would keep close to me if I was you.
Really? Mm-hmm. I have what a Lazy Susan is, one of those wooden things that you... Yeah. I keep them on the Lazy Susan and I move them around.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
So let me just get out. Now this next graphic, you guys. Hi, Kat. Hi, Warrior Girl. This next graphic is a little bit boring, but it has a lot of information. And you'll see what I mean here. So when we were talking, I say boring because it's just pencil drawn and it's kind of old. But so this double terminated was, like these, and they're used and have specific and intention and uses. And then this one here is a grounding. Now I do have a standing. Yeah, I have this one, big one. And I'll show you this when I come back, and we'll see which one it has. But the grounding has 8 sides. When it has the flat point at the top of a crystal or a quartz crystal, if it has 8 sides, it's a grounding. And this one, if it has 7 sides, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like these sides that are on the biggest face of it. If it has 7 sides, it's good for channeling. And this one is a trigger, and it just has a little baby on it. But and then this one shows another baby. I don't know why they call it that. And this is the cluster that Kelly and I just showed you. This is the cluster here. And then this one is an Isis. This one is related to Isis or Isis energy, which is the goddess of compassion and divine feminine. And if it has 5 sides, it would be considered an Isis crystal. So not only is it the color crystal, the kind of crystal, it's the shape of the crystal and the shape of the natural points. And then this one is a record keeper. And I'm sorry, you guys, I don't have one. I look around for them, and they're ridiculously expensive, but they're actually little printed pyramids on the face of the crystal. It looks like somebody got a stamp and stamped it out. It's like indented, and it's natural. And it's a little pyramid here, and they call it a record keeper. And someday you're going to plug this into a machine, and it's going to give you the history of the world. I don't know. It keeps records.
I don't have one either.
And this one is a self-healed. And this is like if you have like and I call it like an inclusion, or it's often called an inclusion or something, or if it's a piece like a crystal that grows in this form, but it's bent and that means it was self-healed, and it's very useful and healing for you as well. Now this one is quite unique. This is a twin tower, or a twin crystal point. And these, it has to have, like, I don't know if it's 5 or however many points around, and it must be grown together. And you say, well, Jean, all these are together. No, has to be twin. Has to be the same size, the same width, the same, and it's rare, and it's very much sought after. And I guess like this would be good for relationships or something, or I don't know, something like that. And then this one is good for like meditating and journeying. It's called the Window, and it's a regular quartz crystal. Now all of these are quartz, but on one of the sides it has a like diamond shaped window that you can look into and journey and travel inside of the crystal. Mm-hmm. So if you guys want to take a screenshot, I'll try and get it. Oh, let me just a little bit smaller so you can see this.
That's good.
Let me just try and move it there. This way you get all of them. Oh, I'll move my hand out of the way. Double terminated grounding, channeling. And you guys can look this up on your own. You just put record keeper in and you see some of the most beautiful record keepers. So let me see if I can show you this one. So this one, I left the price on it, and this one was $48. And this one, I like, it has like a whole city in there in the bottom. Mm-hmm. And it has like a little mountain. I love seeing, like, it looks like there's like a whole nother universe inside. It has this piece here, and I don't have any windows on this one. Now this only has 3 sides here, and it has to have the other 2 sides down. It has to have 4 sides. This has 3 sides. That's just a regular, and this is just a regular. But on, let me see, like on this, see how this has 3 sides? Let me see this. So if one of them has 5 sides, or if one of them has 6 sides, it could be a grounding, it could be a channeling. And I thought this was a window right there. See, that's a good, but it's not, because it's not the bottom. It has to have 4 sides, and this only has 3 sides, which is natural forming in quartz crystal. You know, I mean, this is a very beautiful. It's very heavy. It feels like lead crystal. You know. And it has, I just love it. Looks like it has like a mountain thing inside of there. And I just, I love it. And you know me, I love the towers and I love the quartz crystal. But I wasn't sure what that was, but I knew that you can look for these things. And then when you see, where's that? When you see something like that and it has little triangles or pyramids that are stamped on there. I mean, because this is natural. Nobody cut this. Nobody polished this. This is naturally grown. And then when you get them with those certain sides on it, or if you get them with the little record keeper, I'll have to show you. Let me just see if I can find a record keeper. Ooh, what do you have? What's your largest side? Is it an Isis?
I just was just sitting here.
It just happened to be sitting here. She has an Isis one. Count the corners. Count the sides of the largest side.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
So the largest flat side. Turn it the other way so we can see the flat side. How many sides does it have? 4? Like there's 1, 2.
There's 1, and there's 2.
Just of that flat side, how many sides? Yeah. Oh, I see. I see 3, 4, 5. I can't tell at the top though. Yeah, there. Keep it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you have a 6, and it doesn't have a 6. I think 6 is naturally occurring. But the 7 means it's channeling, the 8 is grounding, and the 5 is Isis. But I think 6 sides come naturally out of quartz crystals. But the largest side, the largest, this one, all of them are the same size, but it would be the largest flat side and have, this is only 3. Each one of these are only 3. I probably overpaid for this now that I'm looking at it. But if this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is only 4. But if they're naturally occurring that way, and the twins, I know somebody had a sale, and I'll just say it. Sage Goddess has the best crystals, and she would live sale. And you would get, she said, I only have 4 or 5 of these, and people would buy them in a second. And I'm sure they were dealers that were buying them, but I remember her telling us about those twin quartz crystals and how rare it was, and that she had 4 or 5 of them, which is also very rare.
Right. Yeah,
in the window. She told us about windows. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
She's got beautiful, beautiful crystals. And you can trust, when you're getting something from her, that it's going to be good. And a lot of mine have come from her. This one came from Minnesota, and I chipped the point. The point I took it to Sedona because I wanted to bring it up to all the vortexes that we hike to and let them charge up there. And the tip is got a little bunged up.
Yeah, it's very easy for quartz crystal tips, and when you get them, they have tape on them, and then they have gum, and then they have packing. I mean, they really do protect these tips because it's just naturally occurring, and it's easy to break. So this one is a record keeper right here, you guys. This is a really good example of, and this one has one little, and this is actually this picture. This one has a couple of them, but this big one, and let me see if I can find another one. But this is a really good picture. It's hard to find them, but it looks like, somebody must have cut that out or stamped that out. No, that's naturally occurring. This one kind of looks funky with all these little bumps on it. I've never seen it this way. Oh, this one's kind of hard to see. Can you see the way? I don't know if I can make I don't want to click on it because then we'll go to Etsy. But oops, I clicked on it. I tried to make it bigger. What the F are record keepers? So this is a really good. This is a good. It's not polished. And it has the triangle that just looks like somebody stamped it, but it's naturally occurring. And says, why are they so rare? But you can have one. This is almost a record keeper here. It's I think this side is just hard to see. But they're rare, but you can get them. You can find them. But this one was a good example of this one. I don't know so much. This looks like it's the naturally forming. This one's cool. And this is what I remember seeing. I saw this one. See how there's little floating triangles all over it? Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. And this one's called Lady Moon's Crystals. That's really rare to see all those. And then this one too is really rare. I don't know, because these look like they're puffed up. I don't know if that's a difference. But they're really tiny. They're really like this one. You could, and this is magnified. You could really, and this one, that looks like somebody did it. Yeah. I don't know. But the record keepers are a big deal. The twins are a big deal, and so on. So I just wanted to show you guys that image with all all of the different clusters, all of the different names. And Kelly, I'm telling you, I sat here and I said, Kelly, I want to show this. And she goes, oh, like she like sucked in all the air in the room. And she said, I have the exact same page. Look at mine. She had all the shapes on hers. She knew that we were going to do shapes today.
Yeah, right. And I think next time we get together, I have some really cool record keepers, but they're up on my altar. That's what I was told, but they're not clear quartz. And I got one is feminine and one is a masculine, and but they're apart and they're wands. But I was told that those were record keepers, so I can share those next time too. You forget what some of the stuff is until you start talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, ding ding ding.
I know. And Michelle says it looks like Morse code. Wow. Isn't that interesting? They are codes. They are records. They are that's what they're intended to be. I don't know. I'd be interested in decoding them, but that's funny that you said that, Michelle. I don't know what Morse code looks like, but those little, when you see a record keeper like that, it's different. It's different. You know that there's more to it. So the last thing, I'm keeping her, it's over an hour, Kelly, I'm so sorry. But the last thing I just wanted to show you guys, and it's only one of a kind, but I wanted to show you is my, let me just do I'll switch me around. I don't know if this makes it any bigger, but this is my wand. I want to show you it. This is my wand. It has a quartz crystal here and a quartz crystal here. And, I think maybe this might be even closer. And then this wand is wrapped in copper. Okay. And the copper is carved so to look like little leaves. And in this copper, there are stones, and then there are helper stones for each one of the stones. Here's a stone, and I don't know what they're all called. And little helper stones. Here's a stone, little helper stone. The leaves in copper. Here's a stone with little helper stones around it. Here's another stone, and it's very fragile. I mean, I'm afraid one of these are going to fall out, and probably a couple have already. And there's a stone and a little helper stone. And then there's a space where I can hold it, that it doesn't, and this is the wand. But honestly, I have not used this for healing. I have not. I need to meditate with this, get acquainted with this, talk to this. But I love that it has the double terminated. And this is it's just an average crystal. I mean, no offense, crystal. But, it's not like a pristine, Isis stone. It's not a whatever all those other ones were. But I just loved the natural wood and natural stone and the copper together was just really very unique for me. And I used it as a decorative item, and I set it out, but really I should probably meditate with it and start healing with it. You get distracted.
Right one and busy and just like you telling me about I need to talk to that one. It's like, what you do, a person's distracted, shows and clients and life and whatnot, it gets busy. But that would be one to sit with. I mean, that's incredible, Jean. I mean, that is so gorgeous. That was a find. That was one of a kind.
One of a kind. Yeah, and the lady made them. I think she was liquidating, honestly, and I couldn't believe she parted with it. But for some reason, I'm getting my moonstone back out again. I love it. I should probably put it on record. It wants to be out. And, you can feel these things call you. And as I'm putting these back, I'm going to put them back in different places, rearrange my little lazy Susan and put different things. I keep a lot of my pyramids and towers on my Lazy Susan. And then I have a big heart rock in the center. And I have a lot of these organite things with the little generators in them. But I don't want to keep you, Kelly, because I know you have other shows to get to. But this was so much fun, you guys. Thank you all Michelle was saying copper is a conductor of energy. Yep. And you guys, thank you, Linda, for being here, Leah for being here, and Val, thank you. Kat, everybody, Rush, thank you for being here. And Warrior Girl, and I know you guys, Kelly, I said to Kelly, I don't want to overwhelm them. And I said, wait a minute. They probably know more than I do. So I don't think I have like 5 more slides to show you guys, but it's so much fun, isn't it?
Oh, I know. I have pages yet. It's like a person could go on and on and on. And that's the beauty of the community. It's like, you know what? We're all teachers and we're all students, and we're all, everybody has other knowledge that we don't have, and we have knowledge that we can share, and coming together. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's going to be it for today, everybody. I hate to go. I just want to keep playing with my crystals. Thank you all for being here, for being so patient, and for watching and learning and listening and sharing and helping us with that pie stone. I'm like, I don't know what this is, but it's cool. It is cool. And I didn't know what a pie stone was before I went through all that either. So it's really, it's a huge subject, but the love, if you're sensitive, if you're psychic, if you're intuitive, if you're human,
right?
You just have this affinity to stones. So
you do.
Well, thank you again, everybody. And thank you, Kelly. It was so much fun.
It was so much fun. I love it. And yeah, I'm with you. I could have talked all day about it, but I have knowledge for next time.
I know. We'll schedule again really soon, you guys. It was just summertime. There's a lot of stuff, so we'll come in a little bit. But there's always more. There's always more. And purchase responsibly and all those things that Tarot Stash says. And we're not here selling or convincing. We just want to share. And we don't want to brag. We just want to educate. And maybe if you're wondering, what does that mean? They keep saying double terminated. What does that mean? Or if we keep saying a certain, subject or something. But so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, Terry from Holding Your Space is here. She could come up and teach us a thing or two. She has those big crystals.
Oh, she's got some beautiful ones. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. And we will see you again next time. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.